Hello there, I'm Shaun McLaren, and today I have a Restore Balance deck that is spicy. So we'll be playing some Modern. Um, so basically what the deck tries to do is cascade into Restore Balance, similar to the way that Living End cascades into Living End and brings back all its creatures. Um, Restore Balance is basically balance, but you can't cast it. You can only suspend it. But we're going to cheat it into play or suspend and wait a long time, which usually doesn't work, but it can happen. So the reason it works so well is because we're going to be returning our lands and exchanging them for border posts. So when we balance, we'll get rid of all their creatures, hopefully most of their lands, and their hand as well, which isn't as important as the creatures and lands. We can also accomplish that with Greater Gargadon by sacrificing all of our lands, all of any creatures we have, although we usually won't have any. So that makes the balance extra good. We have Simian Spirit Guides to help us get a faster Demonic Dread or Violent Outburst. It also allows us to cast it without any lands in play if we spent our first 2 turns playing border posts, and if we don't have a Greater Gargadon. It also ramps us into Blood Moon or Nahiri, or even Read the Bones if we need it. The Read the Bones are mostly just a dig for our combo pieces, and because they're 3-drops, as you can see, we have a lovely curve of all 3-drops, basically. Blood Moon is another getcha card to just try and win. Anguished Unmaking and Maelstrom Pulse are there to either deal with hate cards or just buy you time. Deal with Planeswalkers, which can be tricky as well. Nahiri is going to be great for dealing with hate cards as well. Gets rid of enchantments. It's going to help us find our combo and, most importantly, win us the game with Emrakul out. It'll survive a Restore Balance, so it gives us more redundancy than just having Greater Gargadon to win the game after we balance. We can also win with Nahiri as well. And another nice thing about the Nahiri Emrakul combo is Nahiri plus discarding Emrakul shuffles back in Restore Balances into your deck. So if you run out, you can shuffle them back in. Like sometimes decks like these have to play 4 Restore Balance because they draw some or run out. But with Emrakul, that adds a little bit of help to prevent that from happening. And also a Johnny, because why not? As for the sideboard, so basically, yeah, the main deck, we're just trying to cascade into Restore Balance, blow up everything, and win from there with Nahiri or Greater Gargadon. The sideboard, of course, is going to be a little tricky because we can't play anything that costs less than 3. We could, but we probably shouldn't be. So we've got some catch-all good creature answers in Timely and Anger the Gods to buy us time, more redundancy against hate in Anguished Unmaking and Maelstrom Pulse, the full set of Maelstrom Pulse or Leyline of Sanctities to help us against discard and Liliana's and what have you. Leyline of the Void for whenever we need that. Again, these are partially because they just cost 4 and can be cheated into play, which this deck likes as well. Cheated into play if they're in your opening hand. Ricochet traps are going to be great against blue decks that want to counter your Restore Balances, and Slaughter Games are going to be good as basically another I win card for 4 mana in certain matchups. Obviously, Scape Shift be a big one. Living End, another one. Ad Nauseam, another one. The Mirror, another one. and it can also get key cards in certain matchups, and it's uncounterable against blue matchups, so I don't know if 3 is really necessary, but it seems like a powerful card to be trying out. Alright, I think that's it, so let's just get down to it and see how the deck does.